Hey guys, my name is Donnie and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode where I build a motorhome from scratch. And guys, you probably won't believe me, but this is going to be the most exciting video of them all, because I plan on making a slide out on this whole side of the motorhome. So let me flip the camera around and I'm going to show you what my plan is. Okay guys, just a little bit of background. As you remember in the last video, I made this slide out here at the back just to prove the concept and also add some more room for where the bed's gonna go and so on. Now I need to do the same on this whole side panel over here. So I'm gonna be putting a fixed wall on that piece over there, the same as on that side. And then I plan on making a whole slide out for this opening over here. It's gonna be about 600 millimeters, the slide wide, or 2 feet wide, but the length is absolutely insane, and this is the smaller one of the two. That one on that side is going to be even larger, but it's about 3.7 meters wide. And guys, the way that I'm going to be mounting this whole slide out is a little bit different than that one, because first of all, there's going to be a lot of stress in the length of this slide out, and also it's going to be much heavier. And secondly, I won't be able to install those heavy duty slides that I did on that slide out because it's going to be hanging in mid-air, so there's not going to be anything onto which I'll be able to mount those heavy-duty slides. So I had to come up with a completely different out-of-the-box idea of how I'm going to be doing this. So guys, after some careful thinking and planning and so on, I came up with an idea and I went out and I bought more or less what I think is going to be everything that I need to fabricate the slide out, or to make the components for this slide out. But I'm going to focus on making this box, or the sides of this box, and then getting it to slide in and out before I mount or glue the whole side to it. And what I've come up with, guys, is I've bought this lipped channel. This is the lip channel that they use on a sliding door, and I decided I was going to repurpose it. So what I went ahead and done was I cut a piece of that lip channel that's the same width as what this side panel is going to be, and then I can then basically mount it on this upright, and it will be able to slide inwards and outwards. And the way that I plan on doing that is by bolting a bearing, a ball bearing, onto this upright over here. So I can bolt the ball bearing onto this upright, and then I can basically slide this slide into it, and it should be able to slide left and right. And the reason why I'm using a lip channel is that it won't fall out or anything like that. Also, this aluminum is not strong enough, so I'm going to have to reinforce it, and I've decided that I was going to go with some steel angled iron. And the reason why I'm using that is because I can then put a nut on that angled iron and weld a nut onto it, so that this will be nicely and securely or fixed onto that angled iron, that I can then put onto this aluminium, and then I can install that angled iron from the bottom to the top, so that it'll help keep the space and everything perfect. Now, making this bottom piece over here, or the floor piece, move inwards and outwards without it rubbing or grinding on this floor is also going to be a little bit of a trick. So what I decided I'm going to do is I'm going to make a set of rollers that I'm going to be installing on this side of the motorhome. And if I've got the rollers in place, then this whole side panel would then freely run over those rollers. And the way that I plan on doing that is, guys, I went ahead and I bought some ball bearings, and I've got this plastic conduit pipe, and I can now cut myself a couple of, say, 200 millimeters or so lengths of this PVC pipe, and I can press fit those ball bearings inside, and I can make myself a set of rollers, and then I can strategically cut into this floor the gap where those rollers are gonna go into, so that they'll just stick out on top of this floor. And then when I put the floor down on those rollers, they'll easily be able to move inwards and outwards. Now, as far as keeping this whole thing stable so that it won't go like that or like that, I'm gonna make a pulley system that when you pull on one side, it's gonna pull it closed, and when you pull on the other side, it's gonna pull it over. And it's a little bit difficult for me to explain, but I did draw it in a pink pen, so I'm sure it's gonna work. But guys, I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on these side panels by installing those slides, and then from there I can start working on these rollers and maybe install the floor and so on, and then move to the pulleys. So let's get going. Alrighty guys, time for an update. I've now put this side of the slide out in position and it's on its slides, and I also cut the top at an angle so that if it is in an open position the water would go running outwards and not inwards. And let me show you what it looks like on the slide. So those are the slides over there, and it moves inwards and outwards on those slides. And guys, as you can see, even though it is staying in position, it is very unstable. It is moving about quite horribly. But guys, now I want to show you something amazing, and that is where the pulley system comes into play. This is the other side of the slide, and look how absolutely straight this thing goes. Absolutely perfect, and it is 100% stable and super strong. And that, guys, is because I put that cable system in there. So basically what I've gone and done was I just put a cable on a pulley crisscross to that side, and then one from this side over the pulley to that side, and it keeps the tension, and it makes that this slide out stays absolutely straight, and it is very, very, very sturdy. It's not going anywhere. And I put those turnbuckles in there just to tighten everything. I probably need to just put a little bit of a space in there because they're hitting, or I'm gonna have to change their position. But guys, I was very apprehensive about my concept, but it is working so freaking well. This thing is extremely strong and it works absolutely beautifully. So now I can continue with the rest of the work, and I'm going to start with making these rollers so that I can put the floor in position, so that I can then just also add to the structure of this slide out, and then everything's going to start becoming very, very sturdy. Oh, and I also need to just finish up the pulley system on that. But guys, I'm very chuffed with how this is coming out. Let me continue with the work and we're going to see what it looks like. Alrighty guys, there we go. I have now finished making these rollers, and they are sticking out 10 millimeters above this floor as per design. And if I put the floor onto it, oppas Japie, it really helps a lot with making this floor move easily. So I think it's going to work absolutely beautifully. So what I can do now is I can start assembling everything and then just see how this whole system works and whether it works or not. Guys, check it out. I think I've created the world's largest slide out. This thing is absolutely massive. Let me just put this on the tripod so you guys can see the extent of this slide out. Look at it, guys. It is absolutely huge. This thing is 21 feet wide, or 3.76 meters wide. It is 6 feet high. It is 2 feet deep. It's just massive, and it adds so much more volume to the inside of this motorhome. Is going to help so much, making this motorhome feel so much larger on the inside. And guys, the best of all is that my mechanism worked absolutely amazingly. The rollers that I put at the bottom, I did test them. I stood on one of them, made sure that it's strong and it doesn't budge or break or anything. And I'm like 100 kilograms, and that roller didn't even feel it. So it can easily carry about 500 or so kilograms of weight on those rollers. But guys, like I said, this mechanism is my absolute favorite part. If I just ask my lovely assistant to just show you how easily it opens and closes, and you can easily adjust it. All I need to still do is connect the front and the rear with that pulley system, and then I can add an electric motor to open and close it electrically. But anyways, guys, that's enough bragging for 1 week. I'm so glad that this system worked. I was very apprehensive, like I said, whether it would work or not, but it works absolutely beautifully. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week. Cheers!